So, hey, vinyl community, wanted to come on here and just say something about Bobby Weir's passing. Over. I'm featuring Samson and Delilah in this clip from the Dead Set, which came out in 1981, right after the 1980 shows in Radio City and the Warfield, celebrating their 15 years. It's funny, we just celebrated 60 years of the Grateful Dead, and that was 15 years, and it was a big deal, a quarter of the way, right? Um, this song makes me think of a live show that I saw. It was not my first Dead show, but was my first 4 years, 3 years and change. So this was a show that was at the Auditorium Theater in Chicago, and it was May 13th, 1977. And they opened the second set with this, and it was vibrant. We hadn't heard it yet. Terrapin Station hadn't come out. It didn't come out till that summer. So they played, new songs that night, that being one of them. And it was electrifying. It was a magnificent second set opener, Samson and Delilah. Now I looked up, this was from a Friday night. And interestingly enough, the one that I played, which was from the 1980 show at, I believe it was at the Warfield, yeah, the Warfield in San Francisco. And then the show I saw in Chicago was also on a Friday night, which was ironic. And I'm saying this because, and I looked it up because Samson and Delilah, characteristically, as many Deadheads know, was a song that was inserted or was a finale or encore, usually on a Sunday night. Just a Saturday, one more Saturday night became the encore or was inserted finale or in the second set. Usually, once in a blue moon, they would open with those songs. In this set, by the way, they open with Samson and Delilah. Maybe it has that same kind of energy too. It's opening up the set, opening set one, and I saw it when it opened set two. So I just wanted to share that with you. That was a very great show. They were primed. They were working on the Terrapin stuff. I guess they had recorded it by then, probably May. I think, yeah, they went on the road probably after putting all of that in, and they were editing it. So Bob Weir passing at the age of how old was Bobby? Bobby was 10 years older than me. I'm gonna be 69 soon in a week or so. And Bobby was, so I'm 68, he was 78. And we didn't know he was sick. I didn't know he was sick. I don't know how many people in the community did. It's been talked about. It was really hard to come on here and talk about Bobby's death because it was so big. He even got a feature in the Grammys last night, which I thought was great after Brian Wilson, John Mayer did a tribute to him. So I probably saw Weir over 100 times with all the Grateful Dead incarnations, and then Rat Dog and the other ones, and Further, and the various and sundry Bobby incarnations, with and without Wasserman, and solo. And I saw Bobby in the Midnights once upon a time, and yeah, I've seen most of his bands, I think, through the years, and love them. I love the Grateful Dead, and I love Bobby Weir. I love Jerry. I mean, I don't think there's anybody in the Grateful Dead that I don't love. I even love Donna Jean, and it was kind of shocking as I was watching the Grammys last night to see Donna Jean and Weir passing in the same year. That was kind of like a double whammy for us in the Deadhead. So the only original, the drummers did well. J-Mo is still living with the Allman Brothers, and Billy Kreutzmann is the last original member from Grateful Dead. Of course, Mickey's next to an original member, and I heard a great story today about how Billy Powell is just such a great piano player, and Leonard Skinner was a roadie before he was tapped. But Ronnie heard him playing, sat down at the piano one day and said, "You've been a roadie for us for a couple of years, and you play like that? Dude, you got to be on stage with us." Great. And that was Mickey's story, of course, too, put behind the kit. And I think he and Kreutzmann played for 3 or 4 hours, and he was a member of the band ever since then. So I'll wrap it up here. Samson and Delilah, a great traditional tune done by Reverend Gary Davis, who was Weir's teacher for a while, acoustic blues, and it taught other people like Yorma and Ry Cooder, I believe. Taj Mahal, I think, was influenced by him, the Reverend. So if I had my way, I would tear this building down. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. And please like and subscribe. And if you like this and you'd like to hear more Tales of the Dead, we'll